Hey, this is from A to Zoo again after a very long hiatus. Um, and I'm here to do an introduction video of sorts because from here on out I'm probably going to be talking about my transitions. I've begun testosterone hormone therapy, which is really exciting. Um, so yeah, I figured I'd just talk about my identity first just to lay some sort of groundwork for these videos. Um, My identity is very intersectional, which means that my gender, my sexuality do cross paths. I know that a lot of people in the trans community don't feel that way, but my sexuality has greatly informed my gender over the years. And my gender and sexuality also interact with my race, my political beliefs, which are still in flux right now. I'm trying to figure out where I stand. It intersects with my age and my perceived age and the age that I feel on the inside, which is not the same at all. I'm going to be 22 this month, but I still feel like I'm 16 or 18 sometimes. But I also feel older than that, depending on the context and what I'm talking about. A lot of older people think that I'm either in middle school and high school. A lot of my friends think that I'm in my mid-20s. So that's all over the place too. I'm African American, and so my gender identity, which I guess I'll get more into that later, can be read a lot of different ways. It can be read as me being a stud lesbian, or a young black schoolboy, or a young effeminate college student, or who knows what else, depending on how people read me in public, which is really frustrating because my identity is non-binary. I don't identify as male. I don't identify as female either, although I was raised female. And that was the gender I was assigned at birth. But I really, even though I don't identify with either strict end of the binary, I feel as though I am an effeminate male person. So I feel like I'm masculine of center. I don't identify as a man, but I do feel masculine. But with that comes its own sort of effeminate nature. So I feel as though I am an effeminate bisexual guy. It's really complicated. Gender is complicated, although you would think otherwise through looking at the media in our society. I feel as though I first knew about this very early in my childhood, but I didn't have the words for it until much later. But as soon as third grade, I remember very specific incidences of me feeling like there was something missing, or not really knowing where I identified. Like not knowing if I looked like a girl or if I looked like a boy, or if I felt comfortable looking like a girl. I remember in 8th grade in particular, I was wearing a very effeminate outfit for one of our 8th grade field trips, and there was this boy who was like checking me out or whatever, and I remember specifically feeling like this doesn't feel right. Like I don't like the way that I'm dressed. I don't like the way that I'm being read right now. But yeah, very early on, I felt different in my gender. Let's just put it that way. But yeah, that intersects with a whole array of other different things. But I feel effeminately masculine. Let's just put it that way. And so that's my introduction. Don't want to make this long and drawn out because this is a really bad camera. But I'll move on to my transition in the next video.